That's what happens when you mix C4 with a bean burrito.
Call me Deadpool.
Hello my little kittens, and welcome back to our Let's Play series of Marvel's Ultimate Alliance. And I just want to point out that before I started the recording session, I decided to disband our team for now, because I feel like that we might get into an interaction with some of them if it's just us. And by us I mean me. Let's go in through the secret passageway. Huh, love that wallpaper.
Welcome and good day to you. I am Edwin Jarvis, personal butler to Mr. Anthony Stark.
Huh, where can I get myself a butler?
This area is where Mr. Stark carries out the research and development of his Iron Man suit. As you can imagine, the body armor has become so complex that a staff of technicians is required.
I
You
see.
may walk around and inspect the facilities. I believe you'll already find several of your compatriots here.
Okay, who are you and how the did you get in here?
The name's Jack Hammer, but you can call me Weasel. Everyone does. Yeah, don't worry. I came in through the back. No one saw me.
Okay, who is this guy talking to?
Wyatt Wingfoot gave me a damaged laptop. Said you heroes wanted to know what data was on it.
And did you find anything out?
Yeah, that laptop holds security information for a building called the Imperium.
And what's the Imperium?
I can find out, but you'll have to get me the password into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s priority files.
I see.
There's three possibilities. Jacob Fury, Baron Strucker, or Gabriel Jones. Talk to Vision. He'll be able to help.
Okay. Oh!
I must admit,
Black
I find the
Panther.
use of a shield outpost near Atlantis very intriguing.
What's so interesting about the S.H.I.E.L.D. outpost?
Now I know the extent S.H.I.E.L.D. is willing to go to gather information on countries with closed borders.
Doesn't your country, Wakanda, have closed borders too?
Indeed it does. And now I wonder if perhaps S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't have an outpost hidden there.
Why does Wakanda have closed borders?
We have the largest deposit of vibranium in the world. To open our borders would be an invitation to those who would conquer us.
People have invaded Wakanda?
Over the centuries, fools have tried. But the Black Panther is always there to stop them.
And are you concerned about Dr. Doom?
Indeed I am. Victor Von Doom has created a sizable army of supervillains.
And what do you think he's up to?
I don't know, but Doom must have a truly grand scheme to risk attacks on the helicarrier and the Omega base.
You don't say. Thanks, Black
You
Panther.
are quite welcome.
Alright. Ooh, there's
I
Captain
know seeing the
Boots.
Super Soldier Project has raised some concerns about S.H.I.E.L.D., but let's get all the facts before we cause any trouble.
Look at Weasel dancing. Let's get out of his way. Because I really think that I think he's been partying too hard, or that he had too much to drink. I don't know. Or maybe both. Okay, so anyways, do you think S.H.I.E.L.D. is a reputable
I
organization?
think S.H.I.E.L.D. has a lot to deal with, and sometimes it makes mistakes. But historically, it's done a great job of keeping the peace.
Didn't you see they were turning volunteers into monsters on the Omega base?
I saw they were testing out a new version of the Super Soldier Serum, the same type of drug that gave me my strength and agility.
you took the super soldier serum, correct?
Yes. During World War II, I volunteered for Operation Rebirth. It was a program for creating physically superior soldiers.
What happened?
I exceeded their expectations. Unfortunately, Dr. Erskine, the man who developed the drugs, was killed, and no one's been able to recreate his work.
I see. Do you think the Black Widow is up to something?
I have to admit, things sound kind of suspicious. Like, why was she carrying that laptop during the attack on the helicarrier?
So you think that she's a spy?
No. I'd need a lot more evidence before I'd say something like that about the Black Widow.
I see.
Anytime, friend.
Ooh, Elektra.
The Black Widow is up to something, I just know it. Did you see how nervous she was on the helicarrier?
Is the Black Widow working for Dr. Doom?
Sure looks like it. She must have been trying to get that laptop to the enemy during the helicarrier battle.
Looks like that we might have a traitor at our base. So you think the enemy wants information on the Imperium?
Yes. That laptop shows all security systems for the building. And from the looks of those systems, the Imperium must hold something valuable.
Should we tell Colonel Nick Fury about the Black Widow?
Not yet. She's his second in command. We're going to need some pretty strong evidence to shake Fury's faith in her.
Yep, that is so true. You really think he didn't need more evidence?
Yes. Colonel Fury's trust doesn't come easily, and once given, it's nearly impossible to break.
Okay. Could emotions be clouding your judgment towards the Black Widow?
Okay, so Daredevil and I were close several years back. And the Black Widow and Daredevil were close not so long ago.
Oh wait, so Black Widow and Daredevil are a couple? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh well. I could always enjoy the company of two once in a while. So, maybe you're jealous of her.
No, I'm not. I'm long over Daredevil. If he can find happiness with the Black Widow, I wish them both the best.
I'm single if you're looking to mingle. Wink wink.
You're welcome.
Iron Man. Let's return to the current mission for now. Oh, and there's my sexy little Spidey.
Has Tony Stark got it made or what? He's rich, he's a genius, and to top it all off, he's got the perfect mustache.
You seem a little tense. Want a little back rub?
Gee, I can't see why. Dr. Doom's in control of an army of supervillains, and the Black Widow is working for him.
It's not that bad.
Are you off your meds? The only thing that would make this worse is if the Earth were destroyed to make way for an intergalactic highway.
So, do you really think the Black Widow is a traitor?
Of course she is. Hey, I've been at this superhero game long enough to know that the hot chicks always turn evil. Probably because evil pays better.
So why don't you tell Colonel Nick Fury about her?
If one of Nick's little S.H.I.E.L.D. agents is turned to the dark side, then Nicky'll have to figure it out for himself.
He's not wrong there. But then again, it's your responsibility to tell little Nicky about the Black Widow.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is, because I say so. Didn't your uncle say, with great power comes great responsibility?
If you finish that sentence, I'm gonna put so much web in your hair, you'll have to shave your head.
Okay. Thanks, Spidey.
Sure.
Oh, and Spidey, in case if you're wondering this, in case if you ever want to hook up sometimes, call me. Ooh. Anybody else that we haven't met yet? Anyone at all? Anybody? Oh. Oh, look who's
I've
here.
heard people complaining about S.H.I.E.L.D. since we got back from the Omega. I'm telling you, it's gotta stop.
Do you even trust S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I trust Nick Fury. He's pulled my fat out of the fire more times than I can remember.
And what about his evil experiments going on the Omega base?
Look, Fury does what he has to keep the world safe. You know he's got the luxury of playing by the rules.
I see. And do you trust the Black Widow?
I've known her for a while. She's always been good to fight. And Fury trusts her.
And what about the information Weasel found in her laptop?
Unless that meathead Weasel comes up with better evidence, I ain't believing nothing against the Black Widow.
So you seem to be pretty loyal to Fury. Are you guys secretly lovers?
Of course I am. Loyal
Oh!
to me. For all the
Hello.
trouble I had with the Hand recently, I owe Fury my life 12 times over.
Well, hello. Now there's something that we are learning about Wolverine every second. So what happened with the Hand?
Let's just say that evil bunch of psychos got hold of me and turned me into their assassin. It caused a lot of people a lot of pain. But Fury helped me out, kept me alive. And I'll never forget that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bubba.
Okay. Anybody else that needs to be spoken to? Oh, Weasel.
Weasel, old buddy. I haven't seen you in weeks. Where have you been hiding? In the hospital? You stabbed me in the leg. Remember? Oh yeah, that's right. But I had to. You were trying to eat the last cheesy puff.
And those were pretty damn good, too.
It was my bag of cheesy puffs. Well, that's not how I remember it.
So who does the who does the laptop belong to?
It definitely belongs to the Black Widow. It's got her fingerprints all over it.
Yeah, sorry about that a moment ago. I was thinking about Cheesy Puffs a moment ago. Did you get any data from it?
For most techs, it would have been a lost cause, but for me, I managed to drag up a few tidbits of information.
I see. And what was on the Black Widow's laptop?
It mostly dealt with a building called the Imperium.
And what is the Imperium?
I don't know, but that laptop had the layout of the building and all kinds of information about the security.
I see. Can you find out what the Imperium is?
I can, but you need to get me Fury's password into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s priority files. I bet I'll find everything you want to know.
But we can't ask little Nicky about the password.
My sources tell me it's one of 3 possibilities. Jacob Fury, Baron Strucker, or Gabriel Jones.
And you don't know which one it is.
That's what I need you to find out. Talk to Vision. He'll be able to help.
Okay.
Sure. Anytime.
I do hate to impose, but if you see a cufflink somewhere in Stark Tower, could you return it to me?
Sure thing.
It was lost by Mr. Stark, and it has extreme sentimental value to him.
So who are you?
My name is Edwin Jarvis, and I'm Mr. Anthony Stark's butler, as well as the butler for the Avengers.
I see. And how did you become a butler?
You could say it runs in my blood. My mother and father worked for Mr. Stark's parents.
I see. And what is Stark Tower, for those who are not familiar with this place?
It is a dream of Mr. Stark's that was 4 years in the making. The top 3 floors are his living quarters. The rest of the building houses his business interests.
Business interests? Doesn't he deal in weapons development for the government?
No, not any longer. Mr. Stark recently had a change of heart concerning that particular field of industry.
I see. No wonder he's been losing money every single day. What is this section of Stark Tower?
This is primarily where new Iron Man suits are built for Mr. Stark.
I thought he designed the suits himself.
Oh, indeed he does. But as his designs have grown more and more complex, he has required assistance in manufacturing them.
I see. Thank you, Jarvis.
It was my pleasure.
Okay. Oh, Tony Stark himself.
Stark Tower's a beauty, isn't she? I consider her one of my greatest achievements.
It's gotta be worth billions. Thanks for letting us use Stark Tower as a headquarters.
No problem. Our little task force needed a base, so it seemed like the thing to do.
The tower must have cost a fortune to build.
I wasn't worried about the cost. That is until S.H.I.E.L.D. and I had our little disagreement.
Ooh. And what was the trouble with S.H.I.E.L.D.?
More like they had trouble with me. I wanted out of the weapons business. I can't tell you how many breach of contract suits they filed.
So they sued you.
That was just the beginning. Suddenly I had trouble getting building permits, filing patents. Don't get me started on how my taxes changed.
I see. So why did you want out of the weapons development?
I'm not sure exactly. One morning I realized I needed to do more than just amass wealth. I wanted to help people, and weapons aren't that helpful.
But weapons development was earning you billions.
You really don't need that many billions to get by. No, my life's taking a new course. I want to be remembered for helping lives, not destroying them.
I see.
Anytime, my friend. Anytime at all.
Okay. So, we gotta ask the Vision about what the password is. And we'll talk to little Nikki. And we'll regroup our team. I may make some changes with our team. I don't know. Maybe Colossus will be revived in time. I'm not sure 100%, but
Welcome, my
you just
friend.
never know.
Do you require information?
Okay, who is Namor?
Namor is the first known hybrid of Homo sapiens and Homo mermanus, humans and merpeople. He can breathe water and air, but if he's away from water too long, he will begin to weaken.
How does he feel about humans?
As with most merpeople, he has an inborn distrust of surface dwellers, and true to his belligerent nature, Namor can take his distrust to the extreme.
I see. And who are the Atlanteans?
The Atlanteans are distant cousins to your race. Having evolved on the ocean floor, it is impossible for them to breathe air.
Dang, I didn't know I had any cousins in Atlantis. What other ways do humans and merpeople differ?
Because they live in the extreme conditions of the ocean, merpeople are very hardy. They are stronger than humans, can swim up to 30 miles per hour, and live to be over 150 years of age.
I see. What do you know about Nick's Fury brothers, Jacob?
I know it's a name Colonel Fury would just as soon forget. Jacob Fury was so jealous of his older brother's success that he turned to a life of crime.
Now there's a surprise.
Yes, and to make matters worse, the Colonel was forced to kill Jacob. So you can see why Colonel Fury does not care to dwell on that name.
And what do you know about Nick Fury's brother, Jacob?
I would suggest you talk to the Black Widow about that name.
I
I
see.
am glad to be of assistance.
Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Hi, it's good to see you. Do you need something?
What does the mutant amplifier do?
The mutant amplifier vastly augments any mutant's natural power. So a psychic that can lift a book will become powerful enough to lift a bus.
Oh, that's amazing!
Yes, but it has some serious side effects. The amplifier causes damage to the DNA of any mutant it's used on.
I see. And what will Doctor Doom do with the super soldier serum?
Not much. The serum's only worked on Captain America. There's something very peculiar about his physique. That, plus the doctor who originally developed it, is dead.
But what if Dr. Doom uses it in its present form?
He'd wind up with a bunch of muscle-bound beasts, just like you saw in the Omega. They're psychotic, violent, and unable to take orders. Not exactly what you want from an army.
Well, thanks for the info, Hank. Okay. Let's talk to the Black Widow.
We just received a message from Namorita, the cousin of Namor. Apparently, there is a riot going on in Atlantis.
And what is causing it?
Unknown, but for some reason, the Atlanteans have forcibly removed Namor from his throne.
Oh, but the Atlanteans love Namor.
Yes, which means something is seriously wrong. See Wyatt when you are ready to go to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s outpost in Atlantis.
I see. Okay, why would the Atlanteans attack Namor?
We do not know. He has been a fair and just ruler for many years. The people love him.
Well, he's pretty headstrong. He finally went too far.
Perhaps. But Namor has always been kind to his people. There has to be some other explanation for this mass hysteria.
I see. Are the Atlanteans friendly?
When Mer people and surface dwellers first met, there was quite a bit of hostility. There were even several invasion attempts.
But we're allies now, aren't we?
The relationship between our two races is lukewarm at best. The Mer people prefer to keep us at arm's distance.
I see. And how will we get around Atlantis exactly?
Once you reach our Atlantis outpost, you will be infected with a special nanotechnology. Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Pym had a hand in developing it.
I see.
It will allow you to breathe water with no discomfort. You will also be able to move along the bottom of the ocean as if you were moving on dry land.
I see. Okay. So that we won't drown to death down there. Does Colonel Nick Fury know about Baron Strucker?
I would not say that name too loud. He is a leader of Hydra and a longtime nemesis of Colonel Fury.
And what about Gabriel Jones?
Ask Colonel Fury about Mr. Jones.
I see. The Vision needs a decryption module.
My apologies. I should have given it to him as soon as we arrived. Please, take this to him.
Okay, thanks for the
You are
information.
quite welcome.
Okay, let's give the module to the Vision real quick, and then we'll talk to Little Nicky. Here's your
Thank
decryption
you
model.
for the decryption module. Now I can patch directly into the S.H.I.E.L.D. database.
Okay. There you go. Now let's talk to Little Nicky.
Well done on the Omega mission. Will you have the same success in Atlantis?
We'll try our best for a price. So why does S.H.I.E.L.D. have an outpost near Atlantis?
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s directive is to keep the world peace. To do that, we have to monitor the activities of every major civilization.
What would the Atlanteans do if they discovered the outpost?
I'm sure they wouldn't be too happy, and that's why they aren't going to find out about it.
I see. Secrecy. Very interesting. Any new information on the Masters of Evil?
We realize now that Doom had no intention of commandeering the helicarrier. They attacked to draw additional security forces there.
I see, and that would leave the Omega base so vulnerable.
Correct. The Omega and the experiments it held was their prime objective all along.
I see. And how's the Omega base doing?
Dugan's still trying to sort things out, but apparently the base sustained only minor damage.
I see. Did they locate the rest of the base personnel?
Yes, they've been locked in a cold storage unit on level 3. Aside from some minor cases of frostbite, everyone was fine.
I see. Do you know someone by the name of Gabriel Jones?
Gabe? Heck yes. He's a great guy. Back in the day, he was one of my Howling Commandos.
I see, so he was a good soldier.
He still is. Gabe's one of my top advisors. He saved me from making serious mistakes more times than I care to remember.
I see.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Colonel. Okay. Oh. X marked the spot. Wonder what this is. The cufflinks, maybe? Yep. Okay. Perhaps we could kill two birds with one stone. Oh, there's the Human Torch. Okay. Got your cufflinks.
Ah, splendid. You located the missing cufflink. It was a gift from Miss Virginia Potts when she had been Mr. Stark's secretary.
I see.
It was my pleasure.
Okay.
Weasel, old buddy. I haven't seen you. Well,
Don't need to repeat it. Okay. Anyways, I know what the password is. Gabriel Jones.
thanks. When you get back from Atlantis, I'll have all the information you need.
Okay.
Sure. Anytime.
Okay. Looks like we are done with the rest of the meet and greet here. Okay. Now let's go to the change team menu. Oh, Colossus is back. Well, what do you know? Okay, let's bring Spidey.
Spider-Man.
Something's telling me that he'll be too heavy underwater, so I'm just gonna give him a break. Okay, let's bring Storm. And for the final spot, let's give it to... let's give it to Thor.
Thor.
Yep. Now we're talking. Ooh. Let's see if he has gotten any outfits. I'll just leave this on auto. Okay. Nothing. Okay.
Are we battling supermodels this time?
No, as much as I would like to visit the runway and battle supermodels, we have an important assignment to do. Okay, let's save this. Okay, this is going to be our stopping point today, so when we come back, we're going to head out to Atlantis and proceed with the next mission. So, thank you guys for watching, and until then next time, bye!